Question: tourism in Cameroon is defined as a mixed blessing. Discuss for 10 marks in simpler terms. They want you to bring out the advantages and the disadvantages of tourism. So, having seen the touristic features in the previous video, here you will just go ahead and give us some of the advantages of tourism in the country. Tourism will say it is a source of income to the state, given that tourists pay a toll fee at a touristic site, and that money goes to the state. 2, it's a source of employment because people are employed to work on touristic sites. 3, it increases standard of living because visiting a place for leisure helps to relieve stress that improve the well-being of the population. Tourism also helps to improve on the infrastructure of the country, given that roads are constructed to connect the different touristic sites. And tourism also helps to ensure environmental protection. The creation of forest reserve means the environment is protected. Nobody is supposed to enter in those forest areas. Now, we say tourism is a mixed blessing, meaning advantages and disadvantages. Some of the disadvantages of tourism in Cameroon is that tourism destroys the Cameroonian culture, because nowadays it is common to see tourists, visitors from the Western world, shake hands with phones. By tradition in Cameroon, in some tribes, it's not common that you shake hands with phones. But because of tourism, some of the phones are forced to shake hands with tourists. Now, it's already damaging our culture. Tourism also helps to destroy they also cause environmental pollution, given that in touristic sites, the environment is highly polluted by tourists, with waste litters on the environment. Tourism also increases state expenditures because the government have to spend money to develop some of the touristic sites. And then it also brings about the spreads of diseases, given that when tourists come to Cameroon and host in hotels, they interact with Cameroonians, and this can lead to the spread of diseases like HIV and AIDS. Even the COVID-19 that came to Cameroon was partly because of tourists visiting the country. Now they can briefly ask you, what are some of the measures taken by the government to encourage tourism in Cameroon? One of the measures will be the creation of the ministry in charge of tourism. 2, you also have the creation of tourism schools that train tourist experts. You also have 3, you have the creation of tourism schools. Yes, we'll talk about that. Then what other measure can be taken by the government? Improvement of touristic sites, so as to make the sites more beautiful. And then the government also helps to reduce the number of checkpoints mounted by police officers and gendarmes, and also help to step up security within the country to curb down criminality.